In this video, I'm going to be showing you Ascension and manifestation. This is the new way of looking at the law of attraction, especially going into the time that we're in right now, which is a highly accelerated vibrational time. I'm going to show you how to do it through this process, and this, I think, will help you to manifest what you want easier than ever. Welcome back to another video. My name's Aaron, and I help people expand their consciousness. Now in this video, I'm going to bridge two ideas, two things I've been sharing, especially a lot recently. I've been sharing a lot more about Ascension and the Ascension process, and with the old content, which is the law of attraction, understanding how we create our own reality, manifestation in general, how these merge together, and why what you want to do is to do both at the same time. So for this process, let's understand a little bit of the basis that I'm like bridging both of these. And the first one is that of manifestation, which, as I've said many times in many prior videos, that you always get a reflection of what you believe to be true, and at the same time you also get a reflection of your vibration. Your vibration is a combination of what you think, how you feel, and what you do. These three things make up that of your vibration. Now when you change your vibration, which is how you think, how you feel, and what you do, you then change the kind of reality that you have. So in a way, you can look at your life right now and where you are and understand that your reality, your outer reality, is equal to that of your vibration, which is how you think, how you feel, and how you act. You will always act in accordance to the way that you see yourself, and you will always experience a reality that is a reflection of that action you're taking. You will see a reality that is a reflection of how you feel, and the people that are in your life are emotionally charged to the same level that you are, or you have an emotional charge in general to how they are. Your thoughts are also in alignment to the kind of experience that you have on the outside. So first off, let's understand that all the outer reality is a reflection of your insides, of how you feel, of how you think, of what you do. These are the things that make up what you manifest in your life. And when I look at my life and how it's changed over the last 2 years, it's been because I've changed my vibration. And many times people will go straight for the manifestations because they want things in their life, assuming that those things will make them feel better. And I'll tell you firsthand that I've attained a decent amount of success when it comes to what I do, especially the freedom for me to travel the world and do what I love. And if you have that mentality, you're always looking for more. Even when you get to the goals that you had. There's things that I've done recently that may have been my goals like 3-4 years ago, and it would have seemed like really, really high up there goals, like, oh, is that even possible? But now it's natural. And when I look at that, I can then see that what I had to do is I had to shift my paradigm, the way that I was thinking, the framework of my reality. Now let's understand that this is something you can do as well. You can change how you think, how you feel, how you act by making a choice. Choice is where the power is. Make a new decision. No, don't make a decision. A decision means that there's only a certain amount of things presented to you. Understand, you have an infinite amount of choices you can make. And a choice is something you choose. It is something that's empowering. A decision is something you have to do. The word decision itself means to cut off from, so it almost means like you're given 3 things, which one did you decide? But if you choose something, you're doing it from a place of power. Choose your reality. Choose how you think. Choose how you feel. And choose what things mean to you. Choose the actions you take, and you'll create a new life. Now, Ascension. You may notice that things in your life have been manifesting quicker than ever, both positive and negative. That is because as we go through this process on the planet, we are raising to a new level of consciousness. This is called Ascension. We're raising our vibration. It's happening right now. Millions, millions, and millions of people are waking up to who they are. And whether we are aware of it or not, we chose to be here right now to go through this ascension and vibration. We wanted to ascend to a higher level of consciousness. All Ascension really has to be as well is just a raise in vibration. We don't have to think of it as ascension into like 5th dimensional state of consciousness where we're in a totally different place. The 5th dimension is here. It's a state of consciousness that you can exist in now. And when you raise your vibration, when you focus on Ascension first and foremost, that's going to be what allows you to actually manifest things quicker. Because as you raise your vibration, that's a natural byproduct. There's a book that I've been recommending recently. It's called Autobiography of a Yogi by Paramahansa Yogananda. It's a very well-known book. It's the first-hand account of someone going through the enlightenment process. And he had gurus and people in India. He's from India. And some of these gurus were enlightened, what we'd consider to be enlightened. And in a way, they had one foot here and one foot in a higher realm. But there were actually more here, if that makes sense. And the things they could do, you would think, are complete magic. Some of them could levitate. Some of them could bilocate. They could implant ideas in some of their devotees' minds that will help them. Like, one time he said his guru told him to meet him at the train station at a certain time. And then an hour before he was going to go meet his guru and pick him up from the train station, he said, never mind, the train was canceled, he had to go somewhere else or something. He got that message as well. So things that, telepathy is something that we're seeing more and more as something that's real, but this is like, he was able to do it at a different level. There was a guru that didn't eat for years, but yet was like 300-400 pounds. Which kind of like boggles the mind a little bit. There was also others that just never ate, that were also skinny. There were instances of making things appear in someone's hand. One of the gurus told Yogananda's mom to go home and to meditate. And in that meditation that night, there would be a locket that appeared in her hand. She went and did it, and the locket appeared in her hand. So these are things that we consider to be magic. However, what they have done is they've tapped into a higher level of consciousness where they realize that this reality is a form of dream. And because of that, you're able to loosen up. They're able to loosen up about it and have more flexibility within the dream because they recognize the truth. A lot of people that want to manifest are doing it from a point of view of trying to have that from over there come to into here. Which implies that something is heavy, that reality is so solid, things are so fixed. And if things are so fixed, if things are so solid, then it's hard to move. It's hard to attract. That's the belief system under that paradigm. So the main intention I have with this video is showing you how to do it. The thing that you can do is to raise your vibration first and foremost. Instead of focusing on a relationship, instead of focusing on money, freedom, traveling, instead of focusing on that, first off, focus on raising your vibration. And how do you raise your vibration? You first have to heal yourself. Let go of victimization. Let go of thinking things happen to you. Things don't happen to you, things happen for you. When you start to come at it from that frame, things in your life begin to change. Because you start to take your power back. Then what you can do is you can focus on higher vibrational activities, which includes you doing your passion. What are you passionate about? When I film these videos, I'm in a high vibrational state. I love doing it because this is an expression of who I am. But you find that by setting an intention. I know some people will say, well, I don't know my passion. Well, set the intention to find out what that is and find out what that is. Intention is powerful. Intention gives your mind focus. You'll set that intention, you'll go to the gym, you'll hear someone talk about something, you'll go to a yoga class, you'll hear something else, and then that'll lead you to the next best thing, to the next best thing. And you'll be on this explosive path of synchronicity and high vibration. So understand that for this whole process, this ascension process is about raising our vibration. And the reason time appears to be going by quicker is because our vibration has sped up. Time doesn't really even exist other than an empirical idea and something that we use in this reality as a signpost. But time itself is always now. The more you raise your vibration, the more you are here now, and the quicker the perception of time goes. Now in the same way, because you have a higher vibration now, manifestation happens easier than it did 10 years ago. Both positive and negative. You either get more of a reflection that you need to get in alignment, or you get more of a reflection that you are in alignment. The key is, what are you choosing? What thoughts are you having? And when you see it from that point of view, things happen much easier. So the key to this is understanding that ascension is happening now. And we chose to come here for this time of ascension. Now originally in 2012, a lot of people, including myself, thought that it may be some type of physical transcendence into a higher level of reality where our bodies were completely different than they are now. And in a way, we are changing from a carbon-based body into a crystalline-based body, but it's happening progressively over time, and it will continue to keep happening. But Ascension is literally, you can have a 5D level of consciousness here. 5D means heart-centered. Think of it, 3D is duality, good, bad, light, dark. Most people are manifesting from a 3D reality, which means that if they really, really want something, they also create the potential of not having it. And they're doing it from this polarization point of view. 4D reality is when you start to realize time is more of a dream. When you start to focus on vibration, that's 4D. You start to tune your vibration to it, understanding that you can have thoughts that are equal to that. You can have feelings that are equal to that. And then 5D is out of polarization, out of contrast, and into the heart. In order to manifest using the Ascension and understanding how to manifest in this new paradigm, it's important to understand the power of the heart. The mind is duality, left brain, right brain, good, bad, light, dark. Therefore, it creates in that paradigm. The heart is a singular point of focus. It is not polarized. Therefore, when you create from the heart, you create from a pure place. Heart Math Institute has also shown that the electromagnetic energy of the heart is thousands of times more powerful than the head. So when you create from your heart, things happen easier than ever. What's happening with this ascension process on the planet is people are being brought more into their heart, which means that they have to clear the things of the lower paradigms. In order to move in the heart, let's look at it like this. You have the root chakra, the sacral chakra, the solar plexus, the heart. Over the heart, you have the throat, you have the third eye, and the crown. The heart is the balance point in the middle, 3 under, 3 over. In order for you to move into your heart, you have to clear the energy of the bottom 3 chakras. You have to clear the energy of the root chakra, the beliefs you have about survival, the beliefs you have about being safe, shelter, then the sacral chakra, which is your relationship with yourself, relationship with others, clearing that's the orange ray, you can think of it, and you can become aware of your relationships with your family members and everyone else. And then the solar plexus, which is your willpower, your drive, your motivation, connection to society. When you clear these 3 things by looking at your beliefs about them, you then can move more into your heart. Ascension and manifestation is about healing and understanding this process of raising your vibration. And the key to this is letting go of the lesser paradigms, understanding your beliefs create your reality, understanding that reality is a cosmic dream anyways. That's why those enlightened gurus in that of the autobiography of a yogi could do those kind of things, because they were of a higher vibrational state of consciousness. So if you want to raise your vibration and you want to see and be a part of a paradigm that is beyond what you can even imagine, focus on your vibration. Focus on how you feel. Focus on your heart center. What do you really want from a heart point of view? What do you really want? Not what does your ego think that will make you feel better for a short period of time, a little bit more money, a little other distraction. Focus on what are you actually passionate about. Get to the core of that. Have compassion for other people. You know, we live in a reality where we're experiencing things through the 5 senses, and we identify with our senses, we identify with our bodies, and we think that we are separate than other people. We're all connected. And the reason what you put out is what you get back is because what you do to someone else, you do to another aspect of you. So start to understand that, and then you can see that you can forgive other people, because those other people were other versions of you that just weren't aware of what they were doing. Everyone does the best they can with where they are. As you heal yourself, as you heal your relationship with others, you heal your life and you raise your vibration. The level of vibration we are moving into on the planet is going to continue to speed up. Things are only going to get higher and higher vibe. When things start to raise in vibration, it brings through the things that are in the cracks. It brings through the unprocessed emotions, the shadow self. The key is to observe it and to allow yourself to then integrate that shadow. And if you want a training that I have on integrating the shadow, it's free, it's in the top of the description box below, and it will help you to raise your vibration. It will help you to integrate the shadow self and to heal your emotions. I show how I did it, how I raised my vibrational set point, and how by raising my vibrational set point, I then experience a new reality. I'll show you how I let go of my painful past, and how I became emotionally free. It's in the top of the description box if you want to watch that training. And understand that this is a process that will continue to happen. It's about understanding that you are connected to a larger vision, that you can connect to your heart center, that ascension is what you came to experience in this life. And the more you focus on ascension, the more your manifestations will come anyways. The more you raise your vibration, the more power your thoughts and your heart has. Because then there's not all that gunk in the way. The conditioning, the filters. Focus more on healing the bottom 3 chakras by becoming aware of the beliefs you have, healing what you have and what has to do with that of survival mechanism, the relationship you have with others, your solar plexus, your drive. As you heal all of those things, you can then move into your heart center. Also, just focus on putting your hands over your heart for just a couple minutes a day. It brings more of the electromagnetic energy there, and then you feel in a higher vibration, and then you also have more power to put it in the direction of what you want. So, like I said, if you want that free training, you'll see in the top of the description box below. Also, I'll be doing more live Q&As on Instagram, so if you have questions, you can follow me here on Instagram. I also post twice a day there. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to like this video if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the notification gear so you can see the daily vids that I do. And other than that, as always, peace, much love, and namaste.